Run, a novel by Blake Crouch. Read for you by Scott Brick. This one is for my readers who have been with me since the beginning. The attack was the first recorded instance of lethal raiding among chimpanzees. Until the attack, scientists treated the remarkable violence of humanity as something uniquely ours. Scientists thought that only humans deliberately sought out and killed members of their own species. Richard Wrangham and Dale Peterson, Demonic Males. The tattered windsock hangs limp against its pole. Weeds erupt through fissures in the runway where she stands, and in the distance, support beams rise from heaps of twisted metal. 3 hangars, long since toppled upon a half-dozen single and twin-engine airplanes. She watches the Beechcraft that brought her here lift off the ground, props screaming, and climb to clear the pines a quarter-mile past the end of the runway. She walks into the field, the mid-morning sun blazing down on her bare shoulders, the grass that grazes her sandaled feet still cold with dew. Someone jogs toward her, and beyond them, she can see the team already at work, imagines they started the moment the light became worth a damn. The young man who has come to greet her smiles and tries to take her duffel bag, but she says, "No, I've got it, thanks," and keeps walking, her eyes catching on the colony of white canvas tents standing at the northern edge of the forest. Still probably an insufficient distance to avoid the stink when the wind blows out of the south. "Good flight in?" he asks. "Little bumpy." "It's great to finally meet you. I'm using 2 of your books in my thesis." "Nice. Good luck with it. You know, there's a few decent bars in town. Maybe we could get together and talk sometime." She ducks under the yellow crime scene tape that circumnavigates the pit. They arrive at the edge. The young man says, "I'm doing my thesis on—" "I'm sorry, what's your name?" "Matt. I don't mean to be rude, Matt, but could you give me a minute alone here?" "Oh, sure. Yeah, of course." Matt heads off toward the tents, and she lets her bag slide off her shoulder into the grass, estimating the dimensions of the pit at 35 meters by 20 meters, and presently attended to by 9 people, seemingly oblivious to the flies and the stench. She sits down and watches them work. Nearby, a man with shoulder-length graying hair buries a pickaxe into a wall of dirt. A young woman, probably another intern, flits from station to station, filling a bucket with backfill to be added to the mound of grave dirt near the southern edge of the pit. Everywhere that human remains have been exposed, red flags stand thrust into the earth. She stops counting them after 30. The nearest anthropologist is on the verge of pedestaling a skeletonized body, down to the detail work now, poking chopsticks between ribs to clear out the dirt. Other skeletons lie partially exposed in the upper layers. The remnants of human beings with whom she will become closely acquainted in the weeks to come. Deeper, the dead are likely mummified, possibly even fleshed, depending on the water content of the grave. Next to the autopsy tent on the other side, tables have been erected in the grass, and at one of them, a woman she recognizes from a previous UN mission is at work reassembling a small skeleton on a black velvet cloth to be photographed. She realizes she's crying. Tears are fine, even healthy in this line of work. Just never on the clock, never in the grave. If you lose control down there, you might never get it back. Approaching footsteps snap her out of her reverie. She wipes her face and looks up, sees Sam coming toward her, the bald and scrawny Australian team leader who always wears a tie, even in the field, his rubber boots swishing through the grass. He plops down beside her,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?